9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Got me at the coast, boy. Wanna hear the ocean roar crash over me. Then ride it home, dance it out in moonlight. Hold me tight and don't let go. Watch over me. We are all stardust, stardust, stardust. Left behind, left to find. Find one another, face the sun, fear no one, 'cause we are all one, we are all one, we are all, we are all one, we are all one, we are all. Lift me up, yeah, moonchild, put me into overflow.
Superstar. Hey everybody. Sorry it's really bright in here. But it won't be for long because you know how fast it gets dark these days. So it's like dark here by 5 p.m. it seems like. You wouldn't be able to tell by looking now at 3:30, but yeah, in an hour and a half it will be not like this at all. Hey everybody, and congratulations to our lucky wiener. It is what it is. She is our lucky wiener for the day. And what a good day to be a wiener. So much craziness going on before I even open my eyes. I was going to put in the title BK and TM, but I didn't want to give them that type of attention. I figured everybody would know what this is about just by the title. I had to watch, I honestly have not sat and watched a whole live of TMs, or I'm sorry, BKs, but both actually. I haven't watched really any of their videos until very recently. Today was the first time I had watched BK in months, and I actually sat down and watched a video, because I wanted to, people have been texting me, a lot of people, about the situation, and I wanted to know what everybody was talking about, and not just go in blindly. Otherwise I would have been live like a couple hours ago or more. 333. It's 3:33. Hey Jamie ONB, or did I say that right? Jamie, yeah, ONB. Hey Jam, Sheba, Cool Gamer. Thank you guys all for being here. So I think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious. They try to act like they were, TM and BK tried to act like they were. Come here, Bandit. I'm trying not to alert Athena because she'll try to crawl over here if she hears me calling for Bandit. Going to Cracker Barrel. I love Cracker Barrel. Serious shade at Josh. So getting a FOIA for what happened to him when he was a child is supposedly what they're doing. Also, they're looking into some supposed events that happened at his place or whatever about a drive-by shooting and something to do with the vehicle. That might have to do with the Jenny Penny situation. I'm sure Jenny is not very happy. I don't know if she's happy about this or not. I haven't talked to her yet today, but She doesn't like to be in the spotlight. But it does, it's, if it's, what are they doing? I just don't, what are they trying to do? It's obvious. Actually, I know what they're trying to do. It's obvious. They're trying to destroy or make Josh and Chris trying to make them look a certain way, trying to discredit them, ruin their reputation. You've got to be really careful when you go on these type of missions or whatever they're doing. You have to be super careful, especially when you're dealing with people who could actually like have the means to file civil charges if they can't file criminal charges. I wouldn't even be barking up that tree unless I had absolute proof on something. And the stuff that I think it's hilarious, because this is reminiscent of what Tiffany did to Christy Vincent. Remember when she accused Christy of trying to murder her or something, or trying to coax her into going to Bays Mountain, meeting her at Bays Mountain so that Christy could unalive Tiffany? Remember that? Crazy out there. This is just another example of this. This is insane. People should be like really upset about these outlandish claims. They're literally taking Josh has a very common name, okay? He has a very, very common name. And when you look on these background sites that, like been verified, or I like Intellius, that's my favorite. Some of the others, whatever, it's always going to have something on there that's not exactly correct. A lot of times criminal charges will be posted more than once, and it will look like the person has a rap sheet from hell. Also, a lot of times people, like relatives' names, especially if you have the same name as if you're like a junior or senior or whatever, a lot of the information will on your background on those type of sites will be from that relative, like sometimes your email address or addresses even, where you haven't actually lived. And if you have a really, really common name like he does, which his is pretty common. I mean, his name's pretty common. It's not like my name, Adrian Amos. Nobody has that freaking name. I can't hide from anybody. But him, he has a common name, and it looks like exactly what they're doing here is, from what I've seen, is they're taking people with the same name as Josh, and they're basically taking that information and putting it on the lab like it's his, and it's absolutely not correct. When you look Josh's name up, and when you actually look him up and his background, and I don't even talk to Josh, okay? I promise. So this is not like, I'm just trying to stick up for what I believe is the truth here. He only has one address, and he absolutely has tied to him an older lady who could be his grandmother, like grandmother age. So I for them to say that I got on two background sites that he has absolutely lived with somebody who is near 80 years old for the last several years. Just exactly what I'm telling you, Bushi. What I'm saying, you have to give me time to get it out there and show you guys. I'm not very good at organizing my thoughts. So acts like she is a goddess of Summer Wells case, and she does zero. I have never once. So what pisses me off is listening to them acting like they freaking care when people like myself and many of you guys who've been around for a while know it's so fake. Sitting there being like, acting like they're the... Come on. Like they're just... Yeah, you need a foil hat when you listen to them. And then they start every single... I don't know where they came up with this information. Did they show it? I didn't see where they showed any type of freaking proof. I'm so tired of people coming on here and saying things like they're fact and showing zero receipts. Like that pisses me off so bad because, and then when you do show receipts like I've done in the past, then all of a sudden, oh my God, I can't believe you exposed that phone caller, blah, blah, blah. Well, don't fucking lie on me. Then I wouldn't have to. If you're being honest, you don't have anything to hide. Show where you got all this information, redact anything that's personal. I mean, you showed the addresses on your screenshots of the Google Maps. So why the hell can you not show where you got the information? Hey, Dottie Lee. It's just, everybody sees what they're doing. It's vindictive and it's not for the right reasons. And anytime you do something like this, a campaign to try to, just because you want to ruin somebody because you're mad that you're not the wiener or something, that you're the loser. So you want to get back at somebody or whatever because they made you look stupid. It's not going to go well. It might at first, you might get some digs in at first. You might find some stuff that might be embarrassing or whatever. But eventually it's all going to backfire. I promise you. I've seen this time and time again. Karma is so great. I love it. Why can't those two be stopped? All the crap over the years they get away with. Well, that's a good question. First of all, they can't be stopped. Benny's going, it's not very smart. I don't know what I think he's like basically just doing a nosedive into, I think he just is trying to, well, if people think I'm a piece of shit, might as well be one type deal. And so he's going all out. He's just digging his grave deeper and deeper. He's going to be so deep in a grave that he's not going to be able to dig himself out ever. What is he doing? Tiffany, why are you not being if you actually care about him, why are you letting him do this? I know he's his own person and stuff, and I get that he's like, would be hard to tell anything to, but you're co-signing it. You're actually the one that brought this craziness to him. You're not a researcher. You've never been somebody who is a good researcher. I'm sorry, that's just not your strong suit that I've seen. I've never seen you do any type of research where you're actually looking into something. So you bring up a Ben Verified. You supposedly got this off Ben Verified. Can't show anybody. But yet you put the addresses on the screen from Google Maps or whatever app you used. So why don't you show the background report? Seems shady to me. Anytime something's not 100% transparent, you have to freaking ask questions. This is what they do. They love to cause distractions and confuse people because they know it works, and they know they're going to have a lot of people who will jump on the hate train. This is all because Josh didn't back TM on the get along gang stuff. He said, I'm not going to follow you to the gates of hell if you think you're wrong, Tiffany. Did you see how they were trying to also like talk good about, all of a sudden when it benefit them, now they're going to talk good about Jenny Penny? You know what I mean? Like, you are so fake. And I still stand with Jenny Penny on that stuff with her situation. So don't get it twisted, okay? But I'm going to stick up for what's right and what's wrong no matter what. In this situation, this is wrong. It's perfect. Look, 333 in chat. Spirit is even like acknowledging, the universe is even acknowledging that they're full of shit. At least my StreamYard just said 333. Hey, Sharon. Sharon and Sharon Shelton. Chloe, Be Real, M9. Oh, and don't get me started on freaking Christine. You are disgusting, Christine. You are so gross. You have shown your true colors today. Co-signing on this craziness? Are you for real, lady? Hold on, let me show you guys this. Well, I mean, this isn't it. There was way worse things that she said, but here's the only screenshot I have that is ready and easy access. So let's see. I'm back. TM, I looked too. I think he may have relatives that live at some of those addresses, or he may have received mail at these addresses. Okay, and then that's just one. That's not even bad compared to some of the stuff that she was saying. Basically, she's all about it. She's all for this. She is all for what they're doing to Josh and Chris. It's okay for some reason, but it's not okay when people do it to Daisy. Are you for real? Hey, Poppy. Patty cake that does fibers on the sun beaming in. Oh, what do you see? Yeah, there's a lot of dust that I'm trying to wipe away from my computer. So yeah, you're going to see it in the sun, yeah. They are so grimy. Hey, 420 Moon. I have you written down to do a reading on next time I see you on my other channel. She didn't like when somebody allegedly went real life on her, which I do not believe as truth. What do you guys think about them doing a FOIA on the murder of Josh's mother? Do you guys think that's in bad taste or what? I mean, just, do you have to go that far? These people, they don't stop at nothing. Yeah, I'm serious. That's what they're doing. Have you guys not heard? Yeah, that's one of the things that was said. They're going to pull a FOIA on Josh's mother's death. And they're going to pull a FOIA on all these, I guess he said that he had a drive-by shooting or something. They're pulling all that to show, whatever. But the thing that I'm not okay with is the thing about his mom. I wouldn't do any of it, but I'm just saying I definitely wouldn't pull a FOIA on that situation. I mean, I think it's pretty. If somebody lied about that, like FOIA gate. Why do they care? Sounds like they're just trying to start issues with Josh. Stand up for what's right. Look how 666 went down in just a couple days. Oh my God, it's great. So you guys don't, does anybody think it's not, is anybody willing to, I know it's hard to speak up in front of 400 people, but does anybody believe it's okay or that it's not a big deal? I'm trying to look at this like not in a biased. My immediate reaction was I was disgusted. Immediately, I mean, I was like, oh my God, that's low, you know? With the FOIA about his mother. They're trying to shut Josh up, getting close. Getting too close. Christine isn't blocked in here, is she? Or Cal, because I want to, if they want to tell me why they support this, I don't know if Cal supports it, but I already imagine she probably does because she just thinks anybody who supports her, oh my gosh, anybody who wow, this is really bad, isn't it? Just turn off the camera here for a few. So 5 to the 5th power is supporting it. I do know that for a fact. She's actually trying to help. Benny was being completely fake, saying that he has Daisy started to grow on him. Imagine that. And she's a nice, sweet lady. And so is Christine. Christine is just a very wholesome lady. Well, why don't we look into Christine's background? You know, Benny was saying it's always the ones that we wouldn't suspect. And also, in a roundabout way, too, which Tiffany, I don't know why you didn't speak up. You are so weak, have zero backbone. When Benny was in there saying about, oh, I think we need to check on those kids. What do you guys think that means? When Benny says we need to check. Nobody cares. We need to make sure Josh's kids are okay. I heard Tiffany go, you could tell she was irritated, but she didn't speak up, of course. So I don't even know. I didn't even think Josh's kids lived with him full time. I don't know if they do or not. I thought that first of all, I thought that they were all basically pretty much grown for the most part. The mother of the children and him are separated. So I'm assuming he has some kind of split custody. And from what I see online, it doesn't take much. Of course, I had people help me out, but it's really easy to look into what they're saying. A lot of the information is. And it does look like to me that he's lived with an older lady for 18 years or more. A woman who could definitely be his grandmother's age. So I don't think he's lying about that part. They're in college now. He always had custody. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, that they were grown. So, BK, I'm sorry. You can't terrorize them with CPS like you've done me. You absolutely have called CPS on me before. I don't get how any woman would be okay with what he does. Yeah, be in trouble for false reporting. Then he likes to call CBS. That's so messed up, wasting time. I know. He doesn't care as long as it benefits his. And that's how they both are. They're both opportunists. You'll never see either one of them apologize about a freaking thing. You'll never see either one of them answer any real questions about their behavior. Never. Benny sometimes will have these fake come to Jesus moments, but then he goes back to his horrible self. It never sticks. It's all to make him look good. Whatever he thinks will make him look better, he's going to do. So if that includes a fake apology on his community tab or a fake farewell letter to everybody, then he's going to do it. Manipulations. Oh, yeah. I know. And that's the thing. It's like, I don't know how Josh does seem to really love his kids. Okay. But I don't know about how great of a father or anything besides that, but still, what, BK, you have zero room to talk about any type of parenting, anything to do with kids. Okay. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean here, but you're making us like have to be mean to bring you to reality. I would much rather be Josh than BK. I mean, wouldn't you guys? Like, if I was gonna choose, I would much rather be Josh. He seems to have way more he seems to try to do the right thing. Or he seems to have some type of empathy. I don't see that from BK and TM. Right. I'm not. You were just saying it the way it is, Zadie. Yeah, and I'm not trying to. If Josh did do something like very horrible, then like they're trying to say, then that's definitely not okay. But I think that I really have a hard time believing TM and BK at all, because I know they're vindictive. The information that I was able to check on or have sent to me to compare shows that they're completely just pulling a lot of this out of their ass. Like, they didn't even. Why don't they have to show proof? Google Maps is not proof of freaking anything. You're showing how far one location is to another, and you don't even show us where you get the addresses. You just post them up and act like, There were an address that was tied to Josh. Like, how long did it take for you guys to conjure up this freaking amazing plan? How long did it take you guys to come up with this idea? I guess not long enough, obviously. It had to have been within the last day or so. When your last one, we predicted it here at the Ziggy show. We predicted it. All of us did. We knew. I came on here and I even said, watch. Okay, so the day that Tiffany went live exposing Chris and Josh, saying that we weren't ever going to look at them the same, okay? The clickbait bullshit. Yeah, remember that bullshit? Anyways, when we were listening to part of it, we knew it was absolutely ridiculous and it was an absolute reach. So, and we also said that, watch, since this isn't going to work and cause an impact, then Benny is going to be the next one to go live and try to amp it up. Be even more shady, be even more of a piece of shit. No shame whatsoever. Of course, here was Benny like clockwork. They're so predictable. Josh and Chris aren't low lives. Keys is burying himself. It's like he's trying to catch as many charges as possible before he goes to prison. I know that's what it does feel like he's doing. I don't know. I'd say Josh probably has accomplished much more than Benny ever has. Because Benny is too worried about everybody else's side of the street instead of his own. Let's distract from the massive amount of garbage that you have on your side of the street. It's like, do we really have to even go there and start listing what's going on with Benny right now to show that he makes very poor life decisions and has for a very long time? And for some odd reason, Tiffany Marie has some kind of daddy issues or some kind of weird boy issues where she literally becomes like these guys, puppet. She's great in a relationship. She'll become she's your slave. She'll do everything you say. She'll have zero opinion. Her opinion will be your opinion. She needs somebody much more logical that could balance her out, because she's very illogical and delusional. She needs somebody more like AB, because he's much more grounded, and she's in outer space. But with BK and Tiffany, they're both way out there. That's whoa, So they're co-signing each other's craziness, and they're each other's cheerleaders to, cheerlead and encourage the other to do even more shadiness. It was all part of their plan, how it worked. Oh, Tiffany goes live first. She gets everybody riled up. She gets it. And then Benny does the big, what? Hold on, guys. BK and TM will fall. Josh does not worry about them. He is a caring person, unlike them. Put anybody they don't agree with on their lives to try to ruin them. This will not work. No, it's not going to work. It's going to backfire. If they find anything that's shocking, it's still going to backfire to them. Even if they find something with their research, let's say they find proof that Josh lied about a police call, okay? I still feel like, they'll get that little bit of win, but I still think it's going to all backfire because their intentions here are not for good, like they're trying to say. It's absolutely ridiculous and a reach. His mom does encourage his poor behaviors. That's true, Boo. Hopefully you get to the bottom of this rumor. Ask Benny to join you, please. What about which rumor, M9? You can't talk to Benny. There's no reasoning with him. He comes on and he just starts yelling and being condescending. You can't. Sounded like somebody was on my porch there for a second. Probably, wait, let me see. It could be some kind of, could be the mail. I don't see anything out there. Anyways, Josh probably will not give much thought at all. Why did they give a shit about what Josh does with Don Wells? Why does Josh's mother have anything to do with Don? I know, right? Like, what made you start to look into Josh, Tiffany? You were up all night searching him to try to get him back in some way. You just knew you could find something that would ruin him. Seriously, that's what you do with your time? Is stay up all night? Like, spun on whatever it is you do over there? Oh, shit, sorry, guys. That's what you do with your time? Thinking about how you can destroy somebody's life? You stay up all night, like, amped up on crack and freaking cocaine and allegedly tweaking. And that's how you come up with these crazy ass stories. Like, you have to be, something has to be going on. What would make you decide to go to look into him like that? Just because of the, you don't have, you're not passionate about it. It's all fake. It's going to fall face first. In my opinion, it's not going to. Hey, Marie. She was on Andrew's panel? Really? Okay. I didn't see that. I didn't see any of Andrew's. Which one is it? Hold on, let me show you guys so you can tell me which one it is. Benny and TM, you all got shit wrong. Okay, let's see here.
Start a bunch of fires.
Don't mean shit to Andrew. He used to live on Park Street. Listen, I'm
Can
not
you just hold on 1 second? I just need to grab something really.
I don't care about it. I don't care about him. Fuck him. And you know what? It ain't that hard to turn shit off. It is not that hard to turn off.
Of course it's not. It's not. Are you serious, TM? His channel's not monetized because he's not even supposed to be on the internet or on YouTube. He's banned. He's circumventing YouTube's TOS policies and procedures. He's not supposed to even be on YouTube because of this exact type of behavior. every time he gets it's pointless to report him too, because he just goes and makes another account. There's really no way to stop him coming on YouTube unless there's like some major court order or something, that's never going to happen.
I know how to turn off monetization too. But come on up. Explain to me why you went through this bullshit. Please explain to us why on the God's green earth you decided to do this. All right. Well, no, I just didn't see your text. Sorry. I'll take that back. But I want you to explain to me why you felt the need to spend that money on this website. I posted it up there twice. Come on up. I'm not going to yell at you. I just want to know why is it so important? That's all. Why is this so important?
We know it's not, we know it's just a way to.
That's all I want to know. Why is this so important? Why is this $30 a month so fucking important to find out where people live? It's just curiosity. I'm not mad. I'm just a little irritated. Not at you. I'm just irritated at the whole factor. I'm confused about the whole situation. Well, I posted my link up there 3 times. I just want to know why it's so bloody important. That's all. I mean, that's kind of real life shit right there. Just saying.
Yeah. He might change it. Andrew, I don't think Andrew really likes confrontation too much. He is the type that seems to back down during confrontation. So, but let's see. I haven't seen this, so I can't comment exactly what, but I agree with him. Why on what's driving her to come up with, because she thinks, oh, they're exploiting. She's going to say because they're exploiting Summer Wells, and she's going to say, act like she's like this Mother Teresa doing godly thing, and it's all fake.
And not to be a dick. Not to be a dick, okay? Not to be a dick. But even posting the town of where they're from is doxing people. Because it ain't hard if you know the real name. It isn't hard to type in the town and state that they live in to find out exactly where they live. Not being an asshole. But I'm just saying. My link is there, Tiff. Come on up. Hey, I got those too. But I'm monetized, so. Don't let my chat scare you. They just probably
don't get me. Don't get me started on that. What Benny had the nerve to say? How is anybody okay with that? I would never in a million years be able to get away with that. Nor should I, and nobody should. The stuff that he was saying about Justin was, I can't believe anybody would be okay with it.
I'm scare you.
I'm talking about.
Nah, doxing ain't free. Don't let my chat scare you. My chat will play nice. PG can want all she wants, Kyle. But the problem is I can't provide something I don't have. But come on up. I'll wait for you. I got no qualms. Come on up. No qualms with it. I just want to know why you're wasting your money like that. I mean, do you even live near this dude? Do you even, like, is he a direct harm to you and yours? Oh, there you are. It didn't bing. Hi.
Hi, Andrew.
Listen, I'm
Can you
not
just
attacking
hold on
you.
1 second? I just need to grab something really quick.
Go ahead.
All right. Sorry about
No,
that.
you're good. You're good. Like I said, I'm not here to attack her. I'm just confused. I'm not trying to attack her, nothing. I'm just confused.
Sorry. I was saying I was commenting about the Jam's comment here about Tiffany implying Justin is why Jose is dead. That is also another thing that I heard that is absolutely ridiculous and unfair to put on somebody. I was just kind of, that really upsets me because I went through the same thing. People trying to say it was my fault that Jim was unalive and stuff. It's never anybody's fault. Even if Jose's passing had to do with YouTube, or I don't even know. I'm confused. I get confused what really actually happened to him, if he was unalived or if somebody hurt him, or if he unalived himself or somebody hurt him or whatever, or if it was natural. Either way, however it happened, it's not Justin's fault, and that's really messed up thing to say, and just shows how horrible of a person you are.
That's all that is. I canceled the account of Ben Verified.
Okay.
Okay. So my question is, okay, I'm very confused.
Sure.
All right. I'm not trying to attack you. It's just a
Mhm.
thing that I have where it sounds like I'm pissy when I'm confused. So my thing is, okay, I understand Ben Verified is good for if there's something around you that you need to know.
Sure.
I understand that. But I mean, what is the point of having that and paying $30 a month just to go look at it, just to go look at another creator? That's my biggest issue. I mean, I understand the lab has its own issues going on and making it public. I understand the worries and the safety on it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I mean, he's not directly around me. And there ain't really nothing I can do to help him other than, give him advice like the rest of us.
Okay.
So my thing is, why pay that much money just to look up one person's information?
I've had been verified for years. I've been paying for that for years because it is an actual tool that I utilize for everything I do.
Oh, okay. Well, you see.
So I did have Intellius until somebody ruined that for me because anyways, I'm not even gonna get into it. That was when all those charges were reversed in my PayPal by Cindy. And one of the charges was my Intellius monthly payment. And because of that, since Cindy reported it as fraud, they closed my account. And the problem with this, usually you could just make another account, but the problem was I was locked in to, like, basically grandfathered into a $10 a month that, I was paying very cheap. And now, I have to, it's asking like 25 or something. It's not worth it to me, like, for that. But I do like it. I did like it for a research tool to start out my research. So I agree with her there, but she's not really one that researches that I've known of, but she's more than in her right to have been verified. But I question, it's not about her getting been verified. It's about why do all this? And thank you so much, Amy. So thank you so much for the super chat. It's very appreciated.
You see, that's what's confusing now.
Yeah. But it wasn't just to look up one person. It's always been there. I use been verified quite a lot actually because of the things that I do on my platform.
Well, I haven't
been for nefarious reasons, only for like informational purposes, you know.
Oh, all right. Well, see, there's nothing wrong with that.
So Andrew, do you can I ask you a question? And it's not to sound rude. Like you said, you don't want to sound rude. I'm seriously wondering, are you interested in the fact that Josh was literally right around the corner from you, multiple residences? Because I'd be more worried about that than why I pay $30 a month for Ben Verified.
I'm not worried about where he was. I didn't even know he was in my area.
You ever run into him?
Nope.
All right.
That's the
You
one.
don't recognize him, right?
No, I don't know. Listen, the only way I would recognize him is through watching a video of his here and there, and that's it. I mean, you got, just because we live in a small town.
First of all, he wouldn't recognize him because I guarantee he's never lived there. From what I have seen and been sent, I saw a couple different reports on Josh, like as far as like those free or those paid background sites, and both of them had him attached to just one address. There was not multiple addresses. They both had him attached to an older lady about almost 80 years old, would be grandmother age. There wasn't anything about any connection to New York or Indiana or anything like that on these reports. But there was the address that she had put up and mapped out as a couple, I don't know, less than a mile away from Andrew. Neither of those addresses had Josh Diaz attached to it, somebody his age. But one of them did have somebody with his name. Well, it's not quite his name. They had the last name of his, I think what would be his mother's maiden name or something. Anyways, they don't even have the last name of Diaz. And the person's 64 years old. It's a Joshua who is 64 years old that we believe that she's talking about. It's somebody else with his name, not even his real name. Like, I don't even want to say what it says because I don't want to dox that. I said Diaz because he puts that out himself. So the person that she's talking about here that was close to Andrew is actually, I'm pretty sure she's referring to a 64-year-old man. I'd like to see the been verified where it even says these addresses, because I don't even believe that it says these addresses. I don't believe it at all, because why wouldn't they have showed it? She's really reaching. Hey, Lips. Candalee. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah. Well, they were trying to insinuate it wasn't his grandmother's house, that actually he had they said maybe it's a live-in girlfriend, a secret live-in girlfriend, or maybe he lives with his sister, but he does not live with his grandmother, according to them. I from what I have seen, I I see the opposite. I do see that he is living with somebody who's an older lady. So let's continue. See what other nonsense she says.
Don't mean everybody knows everybody.
Okay.
And to be all honest with you, I ain't too worried about it. It's just my biggest thing is.
All right, so you do worry about what? So,
Well,
all right,
no,
what
my
did you
biggest
think
thing
when you
is-
saw it? Like, if you don't mind me asking, what did you think when you saw, damn, this guy lived, literally 200 feet from my house? What did you
Oh,
feel?
I was laughing, in all honesty,
Yeah.
because like I was just laughing. It's like, wow, that close, huh?
Hmm.
I mean, but my biggest thing about it though is I
Yeah.
do appreciate you redacting areas.
Yeah, of course. No, I don't look to ever try to show any kind of information about people. Not even Josh. I don't,
Yeah.
it's not necessary,
No. My biggest worry,
unless somebody is an absolute threat to,
Yeah.
or in my
No,
opinion,
AP does not want Tiffany. He wants me now. I've already put out there that he's in love with me. I'm just kidding, AB. Sorry. I had to. I'm just kidding. I've never even talked to AB outside of YouTube except email. Andrew is calling in the snake pick with Tiffany White. Well, actually, not so much. He did it to call her out. He's just like that. He's respectful to people. I have no idea. To the person that texts me, I'm not sure. I thought you said Andrew wants you. I don't know. He might. I'm just kidding. Oh, God. Sorry, AB. I shouldn't have said that. I thought it was funny. I was trying to because Tiffany gets so freaking worked up. Like, I saw a message of hers, a screenshot where she was saying that, telling AB that he was seething with jealousy because she rejected him or something, is what she was saying. She said, rejection's a killer. You're seething with jealousy. My bet is he's probably thanking the Lord above or whoever his higher power is or whoever that he got out of that situation. I know. Exactly. What's she going to do when he goes to prison? Because it's happening.
if they're a threat, then yes, I will actually notify the public. But in this particular circumstance, I wanted to make sure that people were able to see enough that they would know it wasn't bullshit. You know what I mean? Because you can't just throw out a complete redaction where the whole screenshots are redacted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So enough for people watching to know they're not being, led astray or to believe something that is not. But
I can't see the last two you have up here. Well,
which ones are they?
The ones
Yeah, I don't know why. Try refreshing your YouTube because I went and checked and I was able to see them all. So the first post that you see, I can tell you how many are there. I believe that there's 3. Let me check.
I'm just looking at the one with my name on it.
The one with your name on it.
Yeah,
okay.
I see 2, 3.
There's
I think
4.
There's 4. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one you were just talking about where he was right down the road.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have known.
Yeah. Well,
and
to be honest with you, Andrew, I didn't even plug in all of your addresses. I only put in 1. So, I mean, I'm not even really done if you want to get technical because I can't
I don't think my newest address is up there.
Oh,
It shouldn't.
well, your newest address is, but I did not use that one. I used your former address because that's where you were the longest.
I do appreciate that.
Of
My
course,
newest
I would
address,
not
I
put you out there like that. I
Well-
wouldn't do that to anybody.
The thing about that is that not even the post office believes it's my new address. So
I think most of the ladies could, and I'm not. This isn't not talking shit. Thank you for the Cash App. It's somebody sent me a $10 Cash App. I don't know if they want me to say who they are, but anyways, their message is funny. They said, for a fourth of anything from Cracker Barrel. Oh gosh, actually those Cracker Barrel cinnamon roll pies are only, well, through DoorDash they're 16. It ends up being about, I don't know, 25 with tip and everything. It's a lot, but the thing is, like, you'll eat on it for days. At least I do. My daughter could eat it probably in 2 days. She really does believe she's relevant and her presence is important, so everyone needs to listen to her. No, but seriously, who would you pick? BK or AB if you had to choose? I'm not saying look sing or anything like that. I'm not trying to be mean, but come on now. It's not a hard choice. AB seems way more stable. Is anybody in here willing to speak up and say that they would choose BK? Anybody willing to? I won't be mean. I just am wanting to know your reasons. Because, like, I can... he's so much more... I mean, I could go on and on. Benny, you're out of control, and it looks like you're on drugs. I'm not looking to adopt. Exactly. That's the thing. It'd be like being a mother to him. Thank the Lord above that his ex-wife got away from him, because she seems like such a good person to me. From what I've seen, way too good for him, but he needs to get his shit together. It is really sad. He's about to go to prison for a very long time, and I don't know what he's doing. If he's just like, I agree with whoever said something about let's try to get as many charges as we can. Another thing I saw, 5 to the 5th power, Christine, saying something about, oh, it couldn't have been a detective that called Dawn in Utah because that would be a face-to-face thing. Christine, you're not very book smart. I'm sorry. Okay? You're kind of ditzy. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. You just do not know what you're talking about in the situation. The way you were talking as if the charges had already been pressed. There was never charges. You said charges. First, you have to convince the DA to press those charges. Doesn't mean there wasn't a case. There was a case. They were investigating it. They were in the investigating phases of the case. They had not pressed charges. So your whole comments, I don't know, I need to find those comments to show you guys what I'm talking about, where Christine was commenting on how the interview would have actually been done in person if there was those type of charges. There was no fucking charges. That's what we were trying to get, or that's what they were trying to get. It's charges. How can people be in the freaking true crime community and not understand how the basics work here? Unless you're in a different country, I understand. Maybe it's different there. Why do you say Don B has a wife? Oh my gosh, did you guys just hear my stomach? That was loud. If you watch squirrels, Benny looks like one. I think it's cute. How bad can a man be that watches the squirrel watches that feeds nuts to squirrels, to chipmunks? How bad can he be? Yeah, he's a little harsh sometimes in his words, a little scary sometimes in his words. Seriously, AB, I could see like he could be. I think he would be really. He could be kind of scary. Like when he's mad, I can just imagine it. He's got that intimidating voice. You know what I mean? He'd be locked up for hate crime here, probably. I know. There's another benefit. You get free weed, well, maybe free. I mean, surely he would. Surely, if you, that ought to be one type of benefit. That would be a huge benefit to me. Can he make edibles too? Bonus. Too much skeezy makes you queasy. Andrew, better watch out because Tiff and BK are coming after. They're coming after H. That's not going to go well. Ben is like a crackhead unleashed. Crackhead unleashed. That reminds me of that short of him. Hold on. Oh God, it is great. Hold on. That reminds me of that short of Benny. Where is that? Where? Crackhead unleashed. Okay. I'd say so. I think Crackhead Unleashed when I see this.
Hello, bitch. Hold on. Whoa, shit. Hello, bitch. Remember, just remember that you are that bitch. Hello, bitch. Hold on.
Crackhead Unleashed.
Whoa, shit. Hello, bitch. Remember, just remember that you are that bitch. Hello, bitch. Hold on.
No, even that body. Look at the body. That even looks like it could be him. BK is pretty scrawny. And doesn't he have those really skinny chicken legs?
Hello, bitch. Remember, just remember that you are that bitch.
Thank you for those wise words, Benita. Wise words from Benita. Always nice on the Sabbath. All right.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, I kept myself. I try to keep myself off.
No,
the,
you have a
radar.
family, you have children there. I would not put you out there like that. I have no intention.
This fourth one right here.
Sure.
That address was forever and a year ago. I think that was my first wife. So that was like 10 years
Which one is that? Well, that falls right in line with his.
That's the freak month.
That lines up with his time frame of being there. So that's a.
No, I'm just letting you know
Yeah.
but that house that I know both those houses just by looking at them and the name of the road.
Mhm.
That house is known for, pot and alcohol. That whole block's known for pot and alcohol.
Oh,
Trust me, I know. I spent many years on that block.
yeah.
Oh, that's another thing, you guys that didn't see it. They're accusing Josh of being on drugs. So now, also, that's another thing. That's what they always do to all of us. I mean, not saying them in particular, that people, trolls like to do, haters like to do, is the drug thing is the first one of the first accusations, because it's hard to prove and easy to get people to believe. Oh, thank you, Bella. Thank you so much. So they were saying that was one of their accusations today, that Josh, and they were comparing Josh to Cam. Seriously. Tiffany was comparing Josh to Cam and said that a few days ago, there was a stream where Josh his eyes were closing. It looks like he could be on something a little stronger than weed. So we better check on them kids. Hopefully those kids are okay with all those drive-by shootings. What kind of neighborhood are you living in? They accuse you of being on drugs all the time. They say you do all kinds of stuff. No, the only thing I know I'm weird and eccentric. I'm odd, okay? I'm different than a lot of people. I understand that. It's just my personality. Seriously, I'm not on drugs, except Delta 8. I don't even drink. If there was a way to do a transparent drug screen, I would have zero issue with it. It's going to come up positive for THC, though. Even the Delta 8 does. Benny is much more comparable to Cam. Yeah. Yes. Now, I don't think speaking of Cam, where did he go after? Has he posted ever since his last arrest? Has anybody talked to him and got any type of explanation? And Tiffany, I did not want to cancel you. I just remember that you saying I wanted to cancel you. I don't agree with the cancel culture type stuff. So actually, I was just trying to bring attention to you, get your attention. I thought maybe if you saw a bunch of people that were against your behavior and the things you've been doing, that maybe it might wake you up. It wasn't a way to try to cancel you. Just wanted people to know that, because I realized afterwards that it looked like that, but that's not at all what I was trying to do.
Ooh, yeah, that's like the ghetto of Gloversville. Just that one block right there.
Well, yeah, I noticed he's definitely lived in some really
shady places.
Yes, but then you've got the polar opposite where he's living in beautiful homes out, But now I will say this, some of them could be where he's getting mail for whatever reason. It might be being sent to a family member's house or whatever, So the last time you received mail, so say I could still receive mail at any of my previous addresses, even going back 20 years. Sometimes my mom will call and say, "Hey, you got mail." I haven't lived there in 19 years. So they still get mail every once in a while, like junk mail, but so
I don't think Tiffany should be talking about anything to do where people live and if it's ghetto or not or whatever. Not everybody is as blessed as you, TM, that gets subsidized housing. Okay, that would be freaking nice. I would love that. Some of those subsidized housings are really, really, really nice.
There you go. So you're able to see all of those?
Yeah. And let's see, East Fulton. Oh, now he's the. I see on the third one, the pin, the tip of the pin on the map. Now that was his or mine?
Let me look at it. Give me just a sec.
Yeah, that would be the East Fulton, West Street.
Don't put out the.
Because I can tell you exactly.
Address.
Oh, I didn't. I just put out the street. It's already up there.
Number 3. Okay. So number 3 is. I'm gonna revert it back to it.
What's she mean? Don't put out the address. She put it out already on Benny's. You're joking, right? Why didn't she tell Benny that? Indiana will be the last. I know, right? Indiana and you were gonna send me the court records, but couldn't remember how. Well, my email is youtubeziggy@outlook.com. In the future, if you need. But I agree, Lucy, it will be one of the last, along with Tennessee. And it sucks. We're surrounded by states that are legal. Besides Kentucky, I don't think Kentucky is. All right, let's keep listening. These weren't covered in Benny's live. I mean, not all of them. I saw the addresses.
Its original form. What did you have? Oh, you wanted to know if the top one, that is his. That's his address.
Right. Well, all right. I know what that there is, the projects of basically Fulton County. That's the project. So that's like low.
That was actually one of the nicer houses in Gloversville. That it seems he was,
because it's a low income.
Okay.
It's basically a low income family type place. It's a project, not more, not less.
Hey, listen, no hate. I mean, I have friends from all walks of life, and I mean, I've even lived like very close to low income areas around me. The couple streets down, it could be completely different. I lived in the middle of Queens, New York, and you could walk down the road and literally be in Jamaica, Queens, and completely different world than 4 streets away. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not judging. This is not to judge him. This truly is just to show how close in proximity his connections are to Jose, right? So it's not just you. We have Jose in the mix too. And other people.
But no, what I'm saying is Gloversville is basically full of scumbag landlords that don't care. That's why a lot of the good houses, a lot of the houses and stuff out there look the way they do, because over time, obviously, people pass on.
Angela, I'm not judging you at all.
No,
Please
I'm just saying.
That. No,
the outside of most of them houses out there look like trash, but the inside is beautiful as hell.
Yeah, because they're older homes. The older homes are beautiful. Yeah, and the inside.
And then you got. But I'm saying, and then you got slumlords out there that don't want to take care of.
Oh no, Section 2. No, I comment when big things, I guess, happen like this, but it's not going to be everyday content for me. Just when I have something to talk about. I'd like to get back to there's a case that was shown to me about a girl, this lady that's been missing out of Ohio, near in Collins, Ohio, named Amanda Dean. That I'm kind of curious about. She's still missing and nobody's been arrested. So I can't. I'm in a legal field, so I can't change anything. But I think all states will end up legal, right? I know. I can't chance it. Well, it does come up. This stuff does come up. This is the type of stuff I do. And it does come up as positive for THC. So it's a risk in a way because THC is not legal here in Indiana, but Delta 8 is, you know what I mean? But yeah, even professions, a lot of reputable professions don't want you positive for THC. Even though I definitely feel like THC is way more acceptable than alcohol because of a lot of reasons, but that's not what this is about. Anyways.
Nothing, and then,
Right.
the houses start to look like garbage.
Right.
So, I mean, it could have been a nice, beautiful looking home at one point. He just wound up getting a shit one.
It does. That one right there was one of the prettier. I thought it was a prettier one. Like there was a couple things like hanging around outside that could be put away, but I didn't see anything wrong with that. I actually thought that one was one of the cuter ones.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you got some, but yet again, you got
Here's what it
the
looks
occasional landlord out there that lets you take care of the outside and the inside.
Come on.
Oh, I always take care of my own stuff, even when I'm renting.
Oh,
I
you're so much
literally
better.
take care of everything outside.
Yeah, because you have nothing else to do. You have zero goals in life. What do you have going on, Tiffany? Are you working on anything? Like, do you have any type of goals? Like, anything? Do you have you think about making a business or any type, going back to school, anything productive? Just curious.
Well, I'm just saying, I mean,
so were you upset with this? I'm not judging you. I swear this is not at all to judge anybody. I'm not trying to put anybody's living situation out there. This is only to show the direct connections between the locale. So for me, I think it is important. And there's a plethora of reasons why. But Andrew, I want to know if there's anything for you. Do you watch Josh on a regular basis?
No,
or
I don't.
Once in a while or never?
Once in a blue moon, but not always.
Okay. So do you watch his content about summer?
No.
No.
I try to listen. In all honesty, I try to stay away from that. But
can I ask you?
I get dragged in.
Yeah, I understand that. Can I ask you what you think about? And I don't know how much you're willing to share. It's just my own curiosity. While I'm up here, can we talk about Jose for a minute?
Really?
Yeah. Okay. And if you don't feel comfortable, you can just say, I'm not comfortable answering or whatever. I don't want to be pushy. So when did you meet Jose? What year did you meet Jose? Your family was pretty close to them, right?
No, I met Jose the first time back in, I was 2017.
Hey, Betty.
Before I got married to my
Betty
second
Smith,
wife.
hey.
Okay. So you have quite I would say probably you have loyalty to him.
Somewhat, yeah.
Somewhat. And where would you think that loyalty would lie?
Well, he's never done me wrong.
So basically you treat people how they treat you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. As much as I know of Jose, he should have gotten the help that he needed, and he was an extreme alcoholic. He
Uh-huh.
loved to clean and cook. He was basically he was good. But
So overall, you think
Hey,
he's like a
more,
good person when he's at home and doing his.
this was today. And her point in saying this, Brittany, is that it's because these addresses are supposedly in close proximity to addresses that have came up in the Summer Wells case, I guess. Like one of the addresses was that she claims to be Josh's old address is within like half a mile of Andrew's old address. But a little research will show you that these aren't, yeah, it's not correct. Oh gosh, let's see. The funniest part of Andrew today was his wife telling him to rewash the dishes.
Same type of deal. Okay.
what? Oh, like what the hell is my shit doing? But no, what it is that he was all throughout the time I known him, he was just a normal person who had issues until I found
What
out.
kind of issues, if you could say, do
Like,
you feel?
he was depressed. He was a bit pushy. So
Okay,
yeah.
so maybe like anxiety instead of pushy, like maybe he had anxiety.
He had a lot of anxiety. He would hang out in his room on the phone, or when he was drunk, he'd come out and socialize, stuff like that.
Listen, I know that people have a lot of questions in the chat, but I don't pay attention to the chat because I would never be able to have a conversation with Andrew. So if you want to like leave your questions for me after, I can answer them below, or you can come over to my channel and ask me over there. I really am just here to talk to Andrew and the chat people. I'm really sorry.
Say what? Does she think Andrew knows Josh? Yeah, that's what she was trying to insinuate. Is there some kind of weird connection?
But I can't dedicate my time to you. All right. So I have a question about, remember when you first spoke about Jose, and I noticed you were really protective of him.
Yeah, because to me Jose was and still is a good friend, even though he's not with us.
Absolutely understand. And I treat my friends the same way, so I get that. And is there anything, I don't know if you've been asked these questions because I don't watch you on like different panels and things. So if you've already answered this, you could just tell me. But so here and now, looking back in hindsight, when it concerns Jose,
Yeah.
is there anything that you would clear up, like mistruths that you know to be true, that you were there for, that you observed yourself or heard yourself, that other creators have maybe chopped and screwed? Is there anything that sticks out to you that you would clear up here and now, opposed to back then and then going forward?
They're trying to paint the lab as a liar, a suspect, they're trying to change the public's opinion on him and Chris. I guess they're going to start with Josh first. I don't know. But it's all to try to make them look bad. To me, she sounds messed up. Anyone think that? there's a lot of people that think that she does use a lot of THC, but she's just very delusional. That's really what it is. I just said same time as you. Jinx. Oh, well, thank you, Not a Drama, Nana. Have I done a reading on you yet? They're talking about Josh's mom who passed. I know, right? They're going to get a FOIA on that. That's something that I would not tell people because I would have kept that to myself. I don't know. That just doesn't seem right to me. Oh, she is for sure on some hard drugs. You think? Do you have sugar gliders? Or just birds? You must have came from Lucky Lou and Coco too. I love her. Chris did some background checking on Josh before going to close him, right? I would think so. Say what? I mean, he would have access to this type of stuff. Definitely sounded weird to me. I'm sick of dishes every day. I love sugar gliders. Mine. You have sugar gliders? Oh, I had them for 7 years. Very high maintenance, though. Do they think Josh is lying about how she died? They think that something is not right with it, that he's using it as they think that he could have lied about the whole thing. This is TM's way of getting BK back for showing our news. She's getting him in more trouble. You think that's you think that's what she's doing? Yeah, so she can come back and be like, act like she was some kind of hero if he gets more charges because of bullshit she encouraged.
At this current moment, I really don't know. I really don't know if I want.
So nothing really stands out to you. So do you feel like he's been portrayed the right way?
Other than the time, the timeline that Jose said that he was down there is complete bullshit.
Okay.
So outside of that, I mean, there ain't really much to clear up.
Can you elaborate on that? You're saying that when Jose said he got there and left wasn't correct?
No, I'm saying the timeline that he got down there and said he was down there for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excuse me. When he wasn't, he was only down there less than. He was in Tennessee less than a month.
All right. So did you see Jose back in Gloversville back during the time he said he was in Tennessee? Is that why you say that?
Jose never went to Tennessee until September of 2020. He was saying that he was down there since like May, June time. No, he wasn't.
So he was saying that he was there May, June of 2021, correct?
No, May, June 2020.
Are you sure? Because I remember.
At least, Justin, what was the exact timeline that Jose gave you? Since you're here,
I don't see Justin.
I do. He just came in. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because the exact timeline is he went down there with us when we went down there in September of 2020, and then he whatever happened. All right. ICU says October. No, he was down there in September with us. That's when we went down. Why is my phone calling? But yeah, that's when he went down.
Yeah, and
his time. I think outside of everything else, I think that was the only thing that he got wrong.
Okay.
I think outside of everything else, I think that was the only.
Sorry. I just opened my YouTube.
But no, like I was saying, I mean, I think that's the only thing that he got wrong. I mean, I don't know what happened in that home. I don't know what happened up on that hill while he was there. But like I said, the only thing that to my knowledge, that he got wrong is the timeline. And that was it.
So you're saying, as far as the timeline, he mixed up September and October?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you talk to Jose when he got back?
No. I don't even think Jose was even up there. I don't even believe Jose came back to New York until, he passed. After he passed, anyway.
After he passed.
Yeah. That's the only time he made it back up here.
Okay. All right. And so I do have actually a lot of questions, but I don't want to bog down your panel. I've actually never talked to you about Jose.
Listen, he was a good dude. He still is. I mean, he had his flaws like everybody else. We all have our devices. But at the end of the day, I mean, I really can't talk down about him. I mean, I know some dirty things about the dude, but he's passed on. There's no point of saying nothing. He's not here to defend himself.
Oh, right. I'm not trying to disparage.
No, I'm saying in general. I got after he passed, I wound up with dirty information on the guy. And I was like, I can't say nothing about none of this. Like, this information's good but useless all at the same time, because
so is it information, Andrew, that you feel should have been reported, or just dirty information that wouldn't affect any other human beings? Or do you think it could affect other? When you say dirty information, is it anything serious?
A few serious allegations, but I mean,
are there any involving children?
No.
Okay. Are there any involving any kind of forcible physical behavior?
Other than he's an asshole when he's blackout drunk? No, not really.
Okay, so are you saying that when he was using alcohol, he was forceful in a physical way?
People's comments today.
Somewhat. I
Okay.
mean,
it's just an alley.
He'd get blackout drunk and start beating up walls, if that helps.
No more carrot top.
But not against a person, just a wall?
No, never against a person.
Exactly.
From what I know of.
Exactly what Be the Bean is saying here.
I'm sorry, I had to go back and look at my brother texted me.
I'm wondering why people don't want you to talk about this. This is kind of odd.
I know. I told her.
So, Justin, for all, I find it really interesting that you would like to stop communication here, but you are ultimately what led to Jose's demise, correct? After all of the pressure on YouTube built up and the man took his life, you don't have, any reservations about that. Do you remember when you had thousands of people watching and everyone was telling you to be careful with all that and just slow down? Why are you doing what people did to you when you put Jose up there? I'm just curious, Justin. Andrew, do you feel that Justin is exploiting Summer daily?
I mean, I haven't seen much of the exploitation. I mean, he keeps her out there. He goes over his own things.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't really seen much of the exploit part.
Common Sense 101. I'm only here because Andrew dropped a link to me. I did not ask to come up here and, interrogate him or anything. He said I was running away. So I said, you can drop the link and I'll come up. Andrew, do you want me to leave?
Right at this moment, no. My chat will be all right.
Okay.
My chat will be all right for a minute. They're mad.
Well, I'm not worried about the chat. I think that it's odd that all of these people don't want us talking about Summer.
Oh, shit.
Or things that have to do with Summer. Why would they try to hinder the conversation about this? It's very interesting.
Because I don't usually talk about it over here. I try to stay away from it.
Yeah, I know you do. But I've never actually gone into great depth with you about certain things. Like I have questions, but I don't run around, begging people to talk to me. So when I'm up here and I have the opportunity, it's odd to see people trying to hinder a conversation.
Oh, I know.
Sin, I'm not a detective. I'm just asking Andrew. I mean, Andrew has come to my panel plenty of times
Look what since
to
carrot
talk to
coffee,
me.
carrot coffee,
So before she even
gaslighting. Yep.
So anyhow, all right, I have one more question. Can you
Oh my God,
can
she's
you
full of
elaborate
questions,
on
but no
one thing? So do
answers.
you remember when JLR and Bullhorn
You are full of questions, but no answers. That's because you literally are full of zero knowledge. You don't know anything. Interviewing someone on YouTube about crimes in other people's lives is ridiculous, right? She's just trying to reach and find anything she can about what Andrew says being odd or suspect. She's trying to really dig and just find stuff that she can twist. You know what I mean? That's what she's doing. So she can be like, watch, she's going to bring up on her channel how so many people didn't want her to talk about Summer. That's what she's going to say, or didn't want her to talk about Jose. That's what she's gonna. Oh, they were trying to distract. For some reason, people want to shut up Andrew and doesn't want him talking about it. Why is that? That's the stuff that she's gonna say. Very much a conspiracy theorist, big time foil hat wearer, weirdo. Sorry, like I know that's mean, but come on. It's mean also what they're doing. Fake check. Oh, gosh. Tiffers is a coward. Because you are not for Summer, Tiff. That's funny.
Betty and Molly and Jonathan went out to.
I don't think Andrew is like getting manipulated by Tiffany. I think he's just trying to be respectful and have a conversation. He doesn't seem like a conflict type guy, really. So I think he's just, people say the same thing to me, like I let people manipulate me or whatever. No, I just let him talk. You know what I mean? And I don't judge him at that time. I just listen. Later on, we do the judging, I guess, the judging or the breaking it down and looking into it, what's actually said. But first, it's but first you kind of just have to let people talk.
Tennessee. Do you remember when Allie was in the front yard and her sister was
Yeah.
there? All right.
I went over that a couple weeks back.
Oh, you watched it?
Curate diseases.
You hadn't ever seen it before?
No, but until a few weeks back.
Did you take notice of when Sherry
I'm sorry, Marlena, but you should have been saying the same thing about when you were supporting the jerks, about when they were saying that and the reason for Jim's passing. I just had to say it.
That they were going up to the Wells to stay in the house?
No, I don't really pay no mind to what
Marlena has done a lot of good things for this channel in the past and stuff, but I'm just bitter about that.
Because 90% of it's bullshit. And that's me knowing them for over 18 years.
Candace had put out a post that she was going to sell the house, and shortly after, that's when everybody piled in the U-Haul, right?
I didn't know anything about a post of her house going on.
You didn't?
But I agree, that is really messed up to do.
Well, I guess
I think it's really gross. Most people won't even go that low.
That's helpful. So you didn't even know that she posted that on Facebook.
Nope.
Too much
Like I said, the
calcium
first
from
time I
Kurt.
met her is when we arrived down there.
No, listen, my coworker Erin looked at that upstairs apartment.
Crooked Arrow has you blocked.
Be the Bean, the connections, you have access to all of that kind of information. You do a lot of research. I mean, you don't have to rely on mine. You can go look for yourself.
Yeah, we did, and the stuff you're saying.
And then maybe contact them verified and tell them that, you know, you believe their information is wrong.
Okay, well, show us.
Well,
Show us.
listen, I gotta honestly say, I don't think that.
Why didn't you show the been verified? That would have been the number one thing most normal people would have done. Like, you could have redacted it if you were worried about addresses. Like, but you could have shown enough to show people where you actually got the information and how you came to this conclusion. You have to. You're just putting out some addresses and claiming they were on a been verified. They could have been. I want to see where exactly on the report you got it. I want to see all of it. You can't convict a man on words. Like, we have to see it. We need to see some kind of something. Where did you get these addresses? You say been verified, but I'm sorry, Tiffany, your word is nothing. Your word is worth 0. Same with BK. His is negative, like a million. His word is worth a negative a million %. Negative a million %. So she was trying hard not to read chat, but she was. She can't help. That's one of her main issues that she has not learned to overcome yet. She cannot help but look at chat, like, and see what people are saying about her, just like she can't help but listen in what people are saying right now. I guarantee it. She's in a Discord somewhere with her 20 Charles Manson-like supporters. And yeah, I'm sure they're talking all kinds of shit, plotting some kind of lies they're going to put out about me. I'm sure that's what she does. Her whole life is in a Discord or on YouTube. She has 0 goals. Like, she doesn't have a child. She might have a child in a home now, but he's grown. I know, right? I'm sure one lives near me as well. Any of us. Been verified as a site, YouTuber, that it's a site that you go to look up information on somebody, but it's a pay site, like $20 or $25 a month, $30, whatever. It's not guaranteed accurate, nor is it ever, but it is a good starting point for research. But she uses it to dox people and find secrets, I guess. But they're not even real. She hasn't even showed any type of proof. That's the problem.
Now that I'm reading chat.
They might not.
When it comes to Justin and Jose, I don't think one has to do with the other.
Yeah, no, they may not at all. I'm not even saying that they do. I'm just pointing out the connection. Andrew, will you scroll on this real quick? So from the one right beneath, because Jose is right under you, I believe. Or is he right? Okay, so he's right below you. I think there's 4 there. Are there 4? Because you can see it's 0.9 miles, 1 mile,
Yeah, the other two went black. Hang on.
I wonder why
God,
they
I
do
love
it.
when it does that.
It's
Probably
probably
because I have my game in the background.
yeah, it could be YouTube. So
Comments are funny. BK's pants won't stay up because he don't have enough ass to hold him up, but he thinks he has stuff at his mama's house. You just said Justin is the reason Jose took his life. You twist. Yeah, it's very twisted and very, very messed up and gross. I thought you weren't reading the chat, Your Royal Highness. Yeah, but you said it, so you'll be condemned for it. Exploited. I never understand Crooked Arrow's comments, which is Sherry. Yay, Brandy is back. Guess who's back? Back again. Brandy's back. All right, let's go.
oh, you've got worry. So I'll pull them up because I have Jose's stuff right here. So he actually in location was closer than you were. So Josh, the address is connected to his name. He was closer than you were in some cases.
Yeah. Let's see.
I have never heard Josh say that he lived in Gloversville, New York. I've never heard him say that before. It's so shocking to me. I mean, of all the time, you think he would say.
Like I said, if he did, he did. But listen, that's a 2-mile long, all the way around town that is jam packed with like I don't even know anymore. I mean, at one point it was 3,000 people. Now it's like
12.
Close to like
Yeah, I know. Listen, guys, I'm not a member of anybody's chat either right now, so don't feel bad. Like I would be. There's a few I would definitely be members of, but just can't right now. So don't feel bad if you can't be a member right now. It's totally fine. You'll be a member when you can if you want to. You know what I mean? It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could walk down the block and not know anybody who's around you.
Well, I wasn't really worried about how congested the town was. I was basically just saying that in all the time now, Justin bringing out Jose, right? And Jose explaining that he lived in Gloversville and he's from upstate New York. And then knowing that you lived in Gloversville, you'd think Josh would say, I lived there too. I rented 4 houses in Gloversville, but he just never said anything. Do you have an opinion about that? That he kept it to himself and never told?
Oh my God. She is such a freaking troublemaker. You hear her stirring the shit. You have an opinion about that? She's just trying to get him to say something a little bit off so she could be like, see? That's what she's doing. She's up there just trying to get content. That's all she's doing. Got these weirdo conspiracy theory type questions. Gin and tonic. Okay, I don't believe the Josh that she's talking about. I think he is 64 years old. Josh's name is really common. Like yours, Tiffers, your name's very common too. Good or lucky for you, it's going to be harder for people to find anything on you. Surprised that there are people that believe her. I know, right? Really what it is it's people who just want to hate and hate bond and kind of be a part of something. It's all a way of feeling like a belonging. And sometimes people like to be part of the outcast a little bit, you know, those that like attention, like BK. I wish Andrew would have told her to F off. Oh, thank you, Penelope. She said, Happy Thanksgiving to you all. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. TM, voice makes my stomach hurt. Benny doxed Tiffany 2 years ago. Yeah, what about what somebody said in the chat and found out? Tiffers, you live 3 hours away from Andrew. That is very sus. That is extremely suspect. Why do you live so close to Andrew? 3 hours? That's like a hop, skip, and a jump. That's a day trip. Could you have met with Andrew and maybe you were one of the people that were in the U-Haul on the way down to Tennessee? That's the kind of craziness that she comes up with. Like, seriously, as crazy as that sounds, what I just said, that's the type of stuff that she's holds on to. Oh no, Rogue, be careful. Take some aspirin. I know. It's a reach. Exactly. It's ridiculous. Just like I know that these addresses that she's like pulling out of her ass, where the carrots go, you know. I know that she's coming up with these addresses that are like within a half mile of Andrew, but we don't know where she's getting these at. We have to go by your word. She was in the back of the U-Haul with us. There are about 3,034 Josh Diaz here in California. Yeah. Yes, exactly. It's a very common name. She latches on to anything she can twist around in her evil mind. Yeah, I won't even talk about these people. I know, right? I think BK is just trying to blow up YouTube. Summerwell's community before he goes to jail. That's probably a good possibility. He's one of those that's kind of like one of those criminals that wants to be remembered. He doesn't care. He's one of those that wants attention and wants to be famous and doesn't care how he gets it. Benny will do anything to be famous. Like, that's his number one. He has tried so many ways his whole life to be famous. And he knows this is the easiest way to become known is to act ridiculous on the internet. The crazier, the better. That gets you can become famous so quickly, at least YouTube famous. Infamous. Yeah, there's a good word. Infamous. That is seriously the easiest way. If you have no shame and you can go on the internet and make a fool of yourself, you can be famous. Thank you for gifting a membership, Luminous. Look at a good example is, even though I think they're better people than Benny for sure, is those island boys. That's how they the island boys, that's what they do. They try to act. That's how all of them and their crew, they just do the craziest things they can. Like Jackass. There's another Jackass. Just act like a complete jackass and you'll be famous. But see, Benny takes it to a evil level. Like, he crosses boundaries that even people like the Island Boys wouldn't, or, she's contacting or getting a FOIA for the murder of Josh's mother. That's a very sensitive topic. That would piss me off if I was Josh, but I'm sure he's going to handle it totally fine. I haven't seen him in the chat. Has anybody talked to him? Actually, I think I do. I've talked to a couple of people that say they have talked to him. He finds it laughable, of course. He goes live in 30 minutes. Hold on, let me see. Okay, so this will be a good introduction to his live then. Let's see. Okay, so on the lab, it says 9 p.m. Oh, another comment too about so they were saying that Josh's backup channel is just a exploitation, or because he made a comment about my Lab After Dark channel gets more views than their main channels, talking about BK and Tiffany. I think, and Benny and Tiffany were, of course, using that as a way to be like, oh, that's all he cares about is the views, and and all those views that he gets on the After Dark channel are from exploiting Summer Wells. That's not. I just pulled up his most of his After Dark channel. He talks about all kinds of different things. It's not just about the Wells and Summer Wells at all. It's about whatever the hot topics are of the community, or that's where he kind of his chill channel, laid back channel, the more
Hold anybody?
No, I mean, if that's what he wants to do.
Do not fall for Tiffany's.
You're very nonchalant about.
Well, a lot of listen. I lived in a lot of places that I don't want to talk. That I don't talk about.
Yeah.
So I mean, if that's what he wants to do, and is be living somewhere and not say nothing, I mean, that's on him.
Do you think it's possible that Josh may have been the one to get Justin in contact with Jose? And I don't even think that. I'm just asking you. It just came to me now while I'm sitting here watching all the comments of Justin.
Yeah, Lisa texted me and told me that she made the product.
No, she didn't. I did. I gotta make coffee anyway. Well, like's a bitch. But no, like I was saying, I mean,
is everything
if
cool? Do you need me to go? I don't know.
Yeah, everything's good. I just gotta make coffee. Everything's always good on my end. But no, like I was saying, I mean, when it comes down to where he chooses to live, I mean, I know a lot of people that used to live like literally.
Really? Okay, Lolita.
Like
okay, Lolita. Gemini girl. There's room in for burritos and salsa there's no room for bullshit in my life unless it's burritos and salsa is what Gemini girl. I'm a train wreck. Okay, heroin addict. You're coming on here and you're in the wrong place if you're coming on here defending BK and Tiffany about this. Train wreck. Okay, let's compare our lives, Gemini girl. Let's compare our lives. Are you going to come up here and be transparent? I guarantee you're not, because you're behind a fake picture. You're not at all going to put your life out there like I have. Everything about me is out there. You're behind a fucking fake name. So please come up here. I will compare your life and my life for days. I will show my whole record. Let's see where you live and your life and how many kids you've lost and what kind of drugs you've been on and what you've done and how many times you've been arrested. I guarantee my life is, I bet I would choose my life over yours. I guarantee it. I have a feeling that your life is in shambles. even if you aren't Lolita, aka Lady CG.
Yeah, of course.
Until later.
Beautiful sunflowers. Let Jose rest in peace. He has no part of this. I have not said anything derogatory about Jose. Not even a little.
All I gotta say is I'm thankful he made it home.
Yeah, so he was able to have a proper burial, or
No,
he was cremated.
Yeah, well, he did make it home, so that's all that matters. I'm very happy that happened, but I do have some very, very sneaky suspicions about all that.
Do you? I do too. I would be so curious to hear what you have to say. I don't know if you're comfortable to talk about it. I would love to talk to you about it too.
Well, it surrounds the circumstances of how he passed on. Because that man is known for smoking pot and drinking. He ain't known for needles. Never once has he, in the time I've known him, has he ever done a needle.
Okay.
So so within that short 9-month fucking span.
Hey, grab my phone.
Within that short 9-month span, you're telling me he wound up getting on harder shit than pot? That makes no sense.
9 months is quite a while. I mean,
Why you gotta slam the door?
My house.
My house.
Yeah, it's your house. Shut up.
My house. You got to chit chat with.
I'm on live with Tiff.
Who?
Tiffany.
Who's Tiffany?
Another creator. She come over to join us to have a conversation.
Oh, they can have actually a conversation with you?
Yes. Normal people have normal conversations, my dude.
Really? I don't have normal conversations.
That's because you're a dick.
I'm retarded.
Go away. We don't use that word on my panel, asshole. Ugh.
That's how I met him. I dated him for a fucking.
I'm sorry. My brother-in-law's a jerk.
Hi, Rob. What?
You're a jerk. My brother-in-law's a jerk.
Hi, Rob. Dated her for 7 fucking years.
Everybody's like, hi, Monj.
yes.
Still there?
I just don't want to interrupt you.
Sorry. Oh, no. It's just a side conversation as always. My porch is busy.
No, that's cool. That's cool. All right. So I was gonna say, I think 9 months is probably long enough for someone to develop an addiction or a liking to, a different substance.
Well, yeah, I can
Right.
see that. But I'm just saying I'm not understanding how he goes from just smoking pot to that.
Yeah.
I mean, he found his way to work in Alaska. So he was making
We're in
money.
Alaska.
He wound up,
Did you say Fairbanks?
yeah, I think that's where it is.
All
I'm
right.
not sure. I produced it out in a video.
So he found his
somewhere.
way to working in Alaska.
Yeah. And then he wound up having a family, and then he wound up somehow he wound up in California. Like, make that make sense.
So when you say he wound up having a family, did he get involved with someone else and have more kids?
Yeah, he wound up having a baby while he was in Alaska.
Do you know how old the baby is?
Everybody's on?
No, I don't. What happened?
Huh?
Everybody's here.
Everybody's on?
Yeah.
Did they say hi to Munch?
Yes.
Did they?
Yes, including Boobs.
Who's Boobs?
Connie.
Oh, Connie's on there? Oh my God. Connie, go back to bed.
Yes. Sorry. He hasn't been over in a while to be on live with me.
No worries.
But yeah, Connie's on here.
Yeah, tell Connie to go back to bed.
No, I think right there. There she goes.
She got the phone cover out.
Lies, LOL.
What's lies?
Oh, Connie's talking a bunch. Yeah, see?
Connie, who's sorry, I'm not looking at chat. I usually close it out.
I agree with Nicolina. She does sound like a female Ernie Shell. She absolutely does. Tiffany, that's how crazy you sound.
Yes, you know
All
my
right, well, I
mind.
guess I'll have to say hi. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody.
All right, good. Now go away.
Carrots. You're welcome,
But yeah,
Leslie.
I mean, I'm
Oh,
not,
I just want to say hi to Leslie.
not-
She's so sweet. I see you, Leslie.
a lot of people are good. A lot of my people are
Mhm.
good.
Really, I can't see any.
Yeah, looks like you have a lot of great.
I can't see any support in the sea of freaking people making fun of her. I see zero. I can't see any. It's like overshadowed. She actually can find some support in that sea of everybody calling her out. I don't know how to say it. I don't even want to say haters because that's not even the correct word here. Ocean of carrots. It's her fantasy. An ocean of carrots is probably one of her that's probably one of her biggest fantasies is a sea of carrots. So we better be careful. Carrot soup, we need to be careful too with that. Anything carrot. I don't know what she can do with carrot soup, but I don't want to know. And we are just for those who are just coming in, we are watching Andrew Hilt's live from earlier, where he was commenting on Benny's live, where Benny and TM were attempting to call out Josh about saying that Josh had addresses, has several past addresses close to like Andrew Hiltz and certain other locations surrounding the Summer Wells case. It's all bullshit. It's what they found is just other people with his same name. They know that this is bullshit. They know that they're full of it. They know what they're doing.
People in here, they're all just so pleasant.
Well, they can be assholes at times.
Oh, Marlena
saying,
said, oh, hi, Marlena. Marlena said I have the wrong person. It's actually attached to the woman he lives with and all of his family members. It's definitely not the wrong person. Marlena, have you checked? Are you checking my work? I checked my work multiple times overnight. It's definitely correct. I mean, you could reach out to Ben Verified.
Why
if
didn't
you
you
like
show us
to.
then? Why didn't you
Mhm.
show us?
Hey, Nicolina, you never know. Josh lives up there on Murder Mountain. There's a lot of missing women around there. So, hey, you might be onto something. You might be onto something. Right, Nicolina? You just.
So that's another thing I hear she's trying to do. She's trying to basically look. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to predict the future right now. Or maybe she already did do it because I didn't watch all of it. And she did bring up this Murder Mountain thing. So now she's going to show how Josh is a serial unaliver. That's what she's going to do. So I hear. That's the next thing. So like she did to Christy Vincent. Christy Vincent, the doctor's wife, the nurse who is a doctor's wife. Yeah, that one. The one that paid $8,000 towards the billboards, I believe it was the total that she ended up. It sounded like somebody was on my porch again. But nope. False alarm.
Just never know, right? Andrew, how do you feel about judging a book by its cover? Like did you think that people are very quick to trust
Meth-
people on, you know,
Meth
said
mountain
credentials or appearances.
reservation.
I mean, people are always quick to judge somebody else by the way they look. Yeah,
By the way they look.
They
Yeah.
sure
yeah. By like, say, you know, somebody could be walking around the block dressed all nice and whatever, they'd think he'd be like a businessman or something. And at the end of the day, he ain't even going to a business type job. He's going somewhere else. I mean, people are always quick to judge on what's up and what's down and credentials on everything.
Yeah. Well, you're not offended by my post, are you?
No. I was just, like I said, I had curiosity about why the hell, it would. I was just curious on why somebody would pay for that, but I thought you.
Oh, I've been paying for it for years.
For him.
Ever since, actually, before the cash gurney case, I've been paying.
Not a drama says so. Justin killed Jose and Josh is a serial killer. Oh my fucking god. Oh, also don't forget Christy Vincent too wanted to murder Tiffany. Christy Vincent was trying to lure Tiffany Marie to Bays Mountain to unalive her, according to Tiffany. Is anybody else? I mean, how insane? Where does somebody? Why does her mind go? Her mind must go there because that must be how she really thinks. It's scary up there in TM's brain. If this is the first place her brain goes, when that makes me think that that's how she thinks. You know what I mean? Normal people don't first go to murder or essay. Like, she goes to the worst. Oh my god. Yeah, there's a lot of mountain. She's obsessed with mountains. Clinch Mountain, Bays Mountain, Murder Mountain, Carrot Mountain. Carrot Mountain would be her fave, I'm sure.
Paying for that ever since I was in a completely different community, and a woman was scamming using the Children of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. So that's when I purchased Ben Verified. It was in 2018. So I've had it for 4 years.
Oh, that's not. Well, I'm saying, I mean, if you're doing it for good things, and it's not. I mean, but you gotta I look at it from the outside of the box. It's like, why is she paying $30 just to go over this guy once?
It's only $30. I mean, it's literally a drop in the bucket. $30. It's worth it because without it, I wouldn't be able to have such accurate information. And again, I don't agree with using those sites for malicious purposes. I have
information. The way I have such accurate information because you say so? How do you know it's accurate? What a freaking loony.
A lot of information, a lot of different things that I never put out.
One person. Joseph Morgan.
Holy fuck. No, I understand what you're saying. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I don't put out probably 90% of what I actually have. The only time that I'll do that is if it concerns the case, you know what I mean? Or something that I believe is serious. But never for malicious intent. I just want to make sure everything's good because I thought you were upset when you dropped the link. I didn't.
No. I was just confused.
Just another mother. My man doesn't have an addiction.
No,
I don't know who you're talking about.
Your man, Benny
I
Keys?
think they're just irritated.
Benny Keys, your fucking man? Did you just deny him? I'm sure they have a little understanding. What the hell? Come on, stop acting stupid.
I think they're just mad at me.
I think it's really grotesque.
Just like we
people-
used to say things, you know, joke around about her and AB, and then it ended up she was sending, you know, new photos and stuff, and it was to that level. So why is she hasn't got a lie to kick it? What is wrong with her? Come on, Tiffany. We already know that you sent he already let everybody see your nudes. He made a song about you. He just put out the other day a short where he called you out to prove to everybody that you guys have phone sex or internet, whatever. E-sex. E-sex.
Put that on, you know, others. They have actually no idea what anybody does on the daily, and they so freely type all of this misinformation in the chats as if they know somebody. It's just absolutely insane. And I'm so glad that everyone's here to represent for you, Nicolina. Nicolina, you own the carrot now. You're the one that dressed up like one. So all of your friends are here to support you in your endeavors to become a carrot so you can stick yourself up my ass. Good to see you, Nicolina. You're everywhere I go.
Well, all right. I'm gonna have
What
to
a
shut
strange
this down. I gotta go.
She's seriously
I gotta go.
boring.
Fucking
She never has any
talk
good
to my brother.
comebacks.
Andrew, I really want to talk to you
I used to
further. Do you have time to do that soon?
I used to think that she was kind of like clever with her comebacks or witty, but really, I don't know what I was thinking. Because she has some, and she definitely can't take it. Like she really dishes it, but she cannot take it.
In the future?
Yeah, we can talk further in the future, but the 30th.
Well, I'll just leave it in your court. You can reach out to me. I'm not gonna bother you, but there are things that I would really like to talk to you about, and we could do in public so that it's not like behind the scenes or anything. I like things to be in the public.
Yeah.
A tiffer tantrum.
We can hook up.
A tiffer tantrum.
Talk more.
All right, as long as you're good. This is okay. This doesn't violate your privacy. What I did this morning, is it all good?
Oh
no, you're good.
Okay.
Really? Now you ask that? Now you ask that? It doesn't count if you ask like that. Doesn't count. No matter what the carrot comment, she tries to deflect. There's no coming back from this one. This rabbit hole has no ending. My Tiffany thinks she's so entitled. Everybody's attention answers. I heard his ex. Yeah, she is pretty. Masturbator. Holy crap, my age. It's called Masturbator. Well, it just probably happens, Betty, and I don't know. Cher met somebody from YouTube, and they're still together years later, so they've been together for a little bit now. I usually don't say bad words. Being on YouTube made me do it.
All right, honey. I'm gonna let you go.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh boy, he dips.
All right, guys. Guys, come on. Can't you play nice? Well, all right. Listen, it's just let it go for now. I'll be back up later. I really do have to go help my brother. So you guys be good. I'll be back.
She cannot take it. She told me that well, this is what she does. She's very, very predictable. And when somebody's predictable, like very, very predictable, a lot of times that points, in my opinion, this is my opinion, just from my experience. Somebody who's very, very predictable, where you can predict everything they're going to say and do, a lot of times it has to do with some type of mental disorder. Narcissism is one of them. You can just, it's like clockwork. Let's see here. Before somebody just sent me this screenshot. Sorry about the pups. I'm gonna have to go here in a few. But oh, thank you, Aunt 8B. Thank you for being a member. Shush, come here. Okay, say hi to everybody. I'll be back. Okay, so here's Yanni. Where is your husband, Yanni? Where is this freaking reveal of your husband? God, it's so infuriating. These people are so fake. You notice how the fakes just congregate together? Definitely not the behavior of somebody well-adjusted. That's a nice way to put it, B-Roll. Yay, thank you, bees. BS, I'm sorry, I always say it wrong. It's supposed to be BS, which makes sense now. So, okay, so this is Yanni commenting, I guess, on a post of TM's or something. Somebody just sent me this comment. Yanni says, I'll be back in both channels ASAP. Much love. I missed you a lot. They are two peas in a pod. Holy crap. Right? Holy moly. Those two, can you imagine the kind of stuff that Yanni... Oh, no, let's add in Cow. Okay, Cow, 5 to the 5th power, BK, TM, Yanni. Did I mention them all? Imagine what kind of crazy shit if they were all together. Oh my God. It's dangerous, the fact that these people are kind of teaming up, to be honest, because these are some sick people that have zero shame, have no limits, especially BK. At this point, he has nothing to lose. He doesn't have anything to lose. It's almost like he's gone nosedive into the criminal pool or something, because he's just trying to go all out. He figures if he can't become famous or infamous through legit means, we might as well become infamous through illegal means. Will just be absolutely ridiculous, and that way nobody can ignore. Oh, I'm sure. Yanni is like, oh my God, these people are so Cal, Yanni, Christine, TM, and BK. Whoa. Carl, I'm sorry, is sometimes crazy too, but that's just a side note. You notice too that some of these, yeah, I think some of them, I hate to give them more credit than what they're due. Because I always thought Benny was like intelligent, very intelligent, like IQ intelligent. But I think he just is good at manipulating and kind of confusing people and using these big words and making you think that he's talking all. But when you really listen to him, he's not saying anything. It's like, what the hell? Like when you really sit there and listen to the words that he's using, he's absolutely says nothing. And if you notice the people that will be listening, they'll just be, just agreeing, and they have no idea what he's saying. They just agree, Same thing, any of us listening. Most of the time we don't, he just tries to confuse everybody. It works. The confusion works. And I can't understand the big fake words. Some of them are fake. Oh, Trev's live. Is he going live about the Sean Williams situation? He should just let his hair grow out again like he did back in the 90s or whenever that was, when he looked like Busy Bone. I figured that out about him too. I never liked him, but I did used to think he was smarter than he actually is. About Sean Williams. Yeah, that's a very interesting story, a very interesting involved case. It's called word salad. Yes, exactly. What, hon? Come here, cutie. Hey, Tina. No, well, wants Benny to like her. Really, they want the support. Cal wants the support of Benny for sure. Yeah. And TM and BK are taking anybody they can get. Have you noticed that? They're really scraping the bottom of the barrel. They're scraping the bottom of the barrel. They're going to people like Yanni. Are you serious, Yanni? Okay. Yeah, that's really going to make you seem more legit. Same thing with Cal. Yeah, everybody really believes her. She's very reputable. I love how all the pieces of shit are just kind of congregating. It's just working out so lovely. I love it. It's about time, isn't it? I've been here for over 2 years. And it's taken so long. Oh, it's so great. I didn't think it would ever. It's going to go back and people are going to like him again probably. But this is the most I've ever seen, like, the community actually come together and really call these people out. And that gives me hope in humanity. It makes me feel like, well, maybe people were just confused before because of all the misinformation on YouTube. And it's, and so maybe they just truly didn't know. Maybe they really did believe. It's just that some of the lies seem so crazy, like the stuff that she says about Bays Mountain and Christy Vincent and stuff. It's just so out there. I don't understand why people would even entertain it. You know, like this stuff. We need proof. You can't just say stuff like this. At least, who is that? CC. Oh, isn't a sex offender. Is he a sex offender? I didn't see where he was. Glad you're back. I hope these YouTube streets honest. I've always been watching you. You've weathered many storms. I admire your grit and perseverance. Oh, well, thank you. I get that a lot. I love that. I love that compliment. That is the biggest. I love the compliment when people tell me I've been resilient and stuff, you know. This is actually a skill you have to learn here on YouTube. If you're wanting to be on here, you have to. Or you have to do like Tiffany and just disappear for weeks because she won't own up to her shit. She refuses to own up to anything or answer any kind of questions. She would rather just disappear and wait till, you know, people are moved on to something else. That's what she does. She leaves YouTube and waits till another big thing happens where everybody switches and is on to something else. And then she comes back and you know, when nobody's paying attention, and she's just slowly back into the community. And then it just, you know, and then we get to something again like this. Who made this? Oh. She's a coward. I know, right, Morris? We're expecting way too much of her. Expecting her to be a decent human being is expecting too much. We're asking too much of her. That was about she says the most stupid things ever. And if you really listen, it's very disrespectful when you really think about it. But then she has these freaking cult members in the chat just yay when they have no idea what she's saying. They're people as mental as her. You have to be. Not can. We're talking about the stuff that Benny put out earlier about Josh, the lab, Benny and Tiffers. We're going to get off here, though, in a second. I hear, though, Trev Times Live about the Sean Williams thing. That's a really interesting case. Seriously, people, y'all need to be careful about what crimes have consequences. Oh. Well, I truly just I wish he would just get some help. But now it's like pretty much too late. He's just kind of going for it to be the biggest POS that he can be before he gets locked up, you know? He's totally, I could see him totally trying to pull an Ernie and going on the run, but I don't know where he'd go because he's lived with his mom his whole life. He would have to find somebody online or something. Or maybe Tiffany will aid and abet. Has anyone heard about Cam? That's what I was wondering too, Purple Sky. If he's going to come on and apologize. Hopefully the reason why we haven't heard any update on that situation is, I guess Cher would be the one to ask about that because she's in contact with his family. But hopefully they're in some type of rehab or something, getting some kind of help. That would be the best outcome. TM wrote a fake check in Lil Summer's name. Exactly. How couldn't she say anything about exploiting Summer or anything like that when she is the queen of it? She took in money that people sent her money because they thought she spent $1,500 on donating towards Civic Bank. I think, yeah, that's what it's called. Towards the Summer Wells Reward Fund. You know, she came on there showing it, and people are like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. You're so wonderful. And then they're going to try to compensate. They're going to try to be like, oh my gosh, here, let me help you with that. Let me throw you $100. So, you know, take some of that responsibility off you, or take some of that. Thank you for doing that. You know, that's what she totally did benefit. It's a scam. And she acted innocent when she was caught. Aw, thank you, Pink Phoenix. It's good to feel a lot better. I donated and bought my jacket and shirt. I wear my jacket all the time. Yeah, he had some very big supporters. You know, that's the thing cannot. Benny had some really big supporters. And I'm not going to call you guys out specifically to embarrass you, but you don't burn bridges like that. Like, is he dumb or what? Why you're going to sit there and ruin your relationships with your biggest, like, especially the guy's all about money, you know? To me, I think he seems all about money and notoriety, or being known, getting attention, whether negative or positive. So I don't understand why he would burn bridges. Thank you, Weezer. Yeah, it was a good live. I appreciate you guys for being here and hanging out. And thank you so much to the ones who donated. And you need to put more stuff on your wish list. Okay. I just don't ever know what to put. I just put stuff that I need. I need to put, there is something I'm thinking of I need to put on there. I just put the basics that I'm going to have to buy anyways. You know what I mean? Here, I'll write this down to number. But anyways, guys, I do have a couple readings that I have to record for some people that I promised. And I'll either be live on here later or Empress. I'm pretty sure. Because those ladies weren't showing him their carrot cake. He's not even into ladies, really, I don't think. How the heck is he going to say anything about anybody being a transgendered? Isn't it? Isn't he into? I heard that one of his exes said that his best friend was a transgendered person and that she wondered about them and whether or not they had relations. Black Friday Amazon. Oh, yeah, they have good sales sometimes. Bye, Jam. What was all fake? She said a lot more than that. He's ashamed of his sexuality. I know. It is sad, actually. It really is. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. Ernie and Ben have been hanging out. That's another one, another part of the crew. Ernie, Daisy, Christine, Tiffany, Benny, Yanni, Carl. These people are all lunatics. Think of it. Like, these people are all like have major mental issues that need handled. No offense, but you guys seeing a pattern here? Like, the people coming together is like, come on, birds of a feather flock together. Is Doug part of the crew? Benny's narcissist sociopaths. Speakeasy. See, I haven't came across that speakeasy. Trader or 666. Trader's one is a new one that I've heard of. I heard that she was talking shit about me. I don't even know who the lady is. But then I saw all her acquaintances, and I don't want to know who she is. For Black Friday. It is almost Black Friday. I can't believe it. He's on TikTok wearing a diaper. Cash Gannon case, yeah, and the I'm sorry. Warren and Orson. Thank you, Sylvia. I sometimes when I see my videos back or see clips, I'm like, oh my God, I think they're dorky, but it doesn't bother me though. Look at this. Look at this guy. He had a diaper on him. Are you serious? Drop my Amazon list, Rebecca. I thought you said you dropped it for me. I'm sorry. Well, I don't know what's all on there right now. There's probably not, but let's see. Once Nightbot post it all. Guys, I burnt the water. Well, is it going to post? Burn the water. Hold on, I don't understand why Nightbot's not showing my What the hell? Are you serious? No, I did not hear that. She's concerned about my dogs? Why? She's concerned about my dogs. They're so. Oh, look at. Are you serious? You tagged me in the video. Okay, I'll definitely check it out. I do need to go though. Hold on. I'm going to have to manually get that link, I guess, because I don't understand what's. Send list to others. Okay, so the interview canceled. Josh is live. Yeah, Josh is live in 2.5 hours. Yeah, she knows that that's a way to get to me because she can't say anything about my daughter because she knows people will call her out, even though she's going, probably she has before and she will. Right here, Nightbot just posted it. Finally. Right. I know this, I can't with him. He is just adorable. Really helped me get through a lot. Same thing with Athena. Athena's just sweet. She tagged us, I think, and hold on, I guess we can check that out real quick before I go. I think she tagged us in a Oh, okay. Hold on. It's not showing me where you've tagged me, but which video or what are you trying to, are you wanting to, this one right here? Oh, yeah.
I was just looking for the sports channel, Gary.
Jesus God! Oh, Mary, Mother of Jesus, Jesus of Nazareth! Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
What's this, you fucking piece of shit? What's this? Huh? What's this, motherfucker? What's this? Huh? What's this? What the fuck is this, motherfucker? Huh? What's this?
Oh my God. It's funny. And that picture that was. Athena's thin. That's how she's built. So I guess Tiffany was saying something about Athena being thin. Athena eats. You're insane, Tiffany. That's why your life is. You need to focus on yourself. I'm dangerous with Bandit because I hold him. He's 2 pounds. No, really, he's 4.5 pounds. But seriously, he likes it. All right, guys, I'm going to go. I'll see you guys around on these streets. Talk to you later.